Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. Wow, that sent him flying. Arrows can miss those guys. Alright, we're going back this way through the twisted corridor. If you fall down, there are ladders you can climb up. And the shadows will instantly stop coming after you as you're climbing a ladder. So that's kind of a nice and thoughtful design touch, so you don't get sort of cheaply grabbed and carried away just because you're stuck climbing a ladder. And here's the door we need to use the key to open. And yes, the shadows. And this, I'll give a demonstration of that. Okay, so you can hear and see the shadows start coming after us, and then it just, poof, goes away. These green ones, they just kind of stay in place. And, yeah, they don't chase after you like the blue ones. I thought I saw arrows come out of that one. I guess not. But we need both keys to unlock it. And this is a, what they want you to do here is to shoot an arrow. I'll attempt to do it once. Is to shoot an arrow through that fire and melting the ice there. Another way you can do it is get real close and use the Din's fire, but we have no need to do that anymore. And of course the red stuff down there will hurt you. I don't know if it's like lava or poison or whatever. It's just best to not mess with stuff, especially when you only have 3 hearts. Really surprised I got that on my first try. That arrow shot, that is. Typically I'll just use the Din's fire. But now that things are twisted this way, it opens up, well, I should say the room is twisted so that we can get into here. And what is that way? No, that just takes us out. Yes, the ceiling is falling down. So any part where there's one of the spider guys is a place for you to stand. Or of course any place with a switch or a treasure chest, and that's kind of how I tend to gauge it. Now of course a dying spider will also, as it kind of flops around and such, can end up screwing you up. Because it can still kind of like push you and such. I have been crushed by the ceiling doing that. Yeah. We'll get that bundle of arrows. Not that exciting, but we'll try to get all the treasures. And then we get into this room. This room going to be a little bit different for the green one, so we're going to shoot that. And you can see these puzzle blocks will fall down. And, well, we have to put the puzzle together. So first we'll get this piece out of our way. We are timed on this. But it's not super difficult to put the puzzle together. You just have to move. And overshooting or undershooting where the blocks are going, that can cost you time. They do give you enough time and enough to make a couple errors, but not enough to lollygag around too much. And once you solve the puzzle, you get to battle the green Poe, who now disappears, of course. If you just kind of stay your distance, he won't end up attacking you. Oh, he went into his spin attack. Yeah. Keep your distance and he won't do his little whirly attack. And he's down. And so that's 3 of the 4 Poes down. And once you get the 3rd one down, well, it looks like we've been everywhere in this dungeon besides where that elevator at the start can take us. So to find the purple Poe, we just need to go back into that main room, and the purple Poe will be there for us to battle. And this room just takes us right back out there. You can hear him down there. You can see him down there. Can I shoot him? No, you do have to run up here to activate the battle. And this is another mini-boss battle. The music will play. So to figure out which one is which, you watch for the one that will do an extra little spin when they pop up. Just like that. Just make sure you're facing the right one. And you can attempt to use your sword. It's kind of hard to hit him with the sword, so I recommend the hook shot or the arrows. Take too long and then he starts doing an attack on you that's kind of hard to dodge. At least I think it is. But, I don't know, I never have a hard time with this guy once you know what to do. And if you defeat the purple Poe while standing on the elevator, you'll be on top of the elevator. This is the only time you can have the elevator open and have Link on top of it. So there's something for you. And now we'll get into the final part of this dungeon, which this is also kind of a weird room. You see all these gates and things like this. And basically what we're going to do is we're just going to run up here. We're going to push this, and it's going to, like, rotate the entire room. And when the entire room rotates... Get on. Wow, he wouldn't get on the platform. There'll be some things like that that will open certain areas, and then we're just going to go back and we're going to push and just keep just try to go in the same direction all the time, and you'll be all set. Here's another switch we have to hit to open up another gate. So yeah, like I said, this area is kind of weird because you just hit a switch and hit a switch to open a gate behind another thing. But keep going in a, I don't know if I'm going a counterclockwise direction, sure. Just stick with the same direction and you will eventually get all of them. There's also one of the gold Skulltula tokens in here. Use your hook shot to get it. There it is. I'm just sick of hearing him. And just make sure you do take the time to go into every room. And eventually the path with the boss key, or the boss, will open up. Oh, there's that switch. And that opens the gate on the other blue carpet, which should already be open right now. Yes. So now we get to go, and there's the boss door with the signal for the boss key on it. And we've got enough time to battle this guy right now. At least I think we do. Now to activate this guy, you go stand in the center and then try to exit, and then, well, that happens. And it's Ganondorf. Yes, the first boss of, oh, well, maybe it's not Ganondorf. But rather Phantom Ganon. So yeah, the first boss that we fight as an adult is a phantom version of Ganondorf, and you're going to want to remember some things about this fight. So to deal with this guy, you just have to see there are some fake ones that will try to come out. So just keep your eyes on the paintings. And if you're standing on one of the Triforce spots, you should, in theory, be safe from his attack. I am aiming very poorly right now. There we go. It's best to just hit him right when he comes out. I believe you only have to get 3, maybe 4 shots on him, and then he'll move to phase 2. That's not the real one. Yep, and now we're in phase 2, where we don't use the arrows at all. But instead we need to use our sword to reflect his attack back at him. And you have to time things correctly, and then he'll sink down, and then you can get a few shots in with your sword, and well, this is what happens if you don't time things properly. Fortunately, we have a fairy, but I need to start doing better at this battle. And he'll start bouncing it back and forth as well. Get. This guy usually does not give me this much trouble. There we go. Oh, he got me. Well, this has been Late Night Mega. Good night, everyone.